Hey, welcome into CHGO Tavern Style. I'm Jay Zawaski from CHGO Blackhawks.
And I'm Sean Anderson of CHGO White Sox.
As I said on yesterday's CHGO Blackhawks show, we no longer live in a world without an NCAA football video game, and it's a great time to be alive. We've got our system out here in the lobby. We are waiting to end this show so we can go play another quarter before the shows begin. But our topic today, teams we love simply because of EA Sports NCAA Football. Sean, I'm going to give you the floor first.
I will step up and be the brave soul and say I was a Washington Husky fan before it was cool.
Okay.
The first time they went to
Before Phoenix.
Yeah, before Phoenix. The Jake Locker and their team, I think
Sure.
they went to a bigger bowl, or they went to, I forget, I think it was a New Year's Day bowl.
Yeah, diehard
and they ended up going up against Alabama, and I was really shown why not a lot of people are diehard Washington fans.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about this topic earlier, and I think that is part of my generation, is like bouncing from teams to team, because I also have like a Kentucky dynasty that I've been doing for 6 years in NCAA Football 13. I never even bought 14, so I don't even have like the most recent, oldest.
Oh, man. Does it
NCAA
transfer
football.
to the new one, or you got to put your old memory card in there and
It's
see if
fine.
it works?
Yeah, no. Now we have players with real names and everything. This is such a battle. Thank you, Ed O'Bannon. But
Hero.
I think I was thinking about this, and you could correct me if you're wrong. I'm married. You're married.
Yes.
I've heard this
Not
stat.
to each other.
No.
Yeah.
We could be if we wanted to. I think we might get
now.
a discount.
Oh, that's a good point.
Maybe there's a bonus if we marry each other. But 50% of marriages end in divorce. Very uplifting stat.
Yeah, I love it.
Do the other 50% of men have like a debilitating relationship with their fandom? Like I have a debilitating relationship with the White Sox. Like I couldn't handle and manage another one with the Washington Huskies. So I think it's tough for me to get attached to college teams because I went to St. Xavier and we're not even a D3 school.
Right.
So I really don't have a college team that I latch onto. I really do feel like each and every year my team changes with NCAA football. It could be Indiana, it could be Kentucky, it could be Washington. I was really never able to lock down a true team, especially in the Road to Glory area. Before that, I was like you. I was always a Notre Dame guy.
Yeah.
The Bush push terrorized me, has traumatized me for a very long time. And then once we got into the Road to Glory era, I really feel like I was like, oh, now I have opportunity to go find my college.
You know what my dad said to me after the Bush Push game?
What?
He goes, "What are you mad about? You just watched one of the greatest college football games in history." I was like, "Shut up. Get out of my face. I don't want to talk to you ever again."
And you think about that every time, and you just
of course.
are filled
It's
with
part
anger
of it.
every
It's part
single
of it.
time.
So I think everybody knows by now, diehard Notre Dame football fan, Southside, Irish, Catholic. I check all those boxes. My grandfather was a massive Notre Dame fan, and that was how he primarily bonded. Was he would come over later in his life and we'd watch the games together, and he started losing his sight. So I would literally have to tell him what was happening. He could like kind of see a little bit, and I'd have to describe the action to him, almost do play-by-play for him. So that was a great memory. But Notre Dame, it was always not a lot of fun to be in video games. They never had like dynamic offensive players. Like they had Michael Floyd and like Brady Quinn, and like they're good, but they're not like second, unreal college talents.
That era with Tate and with Michael Floyd and Brady Quinn was the best time to play Notre Dame football in a game.
And that's still probably like a second-tier offense in college football.
Right.
Right? So now this is aging myself. My NCAA team was always Nebraska because back then they used to be good, believe it or not. And they had a great option. I love running the option in NCAA. And then they always had the great defensive line. The black shirts is what they used to call it. I think the black shirts is what it was. And I always line up as left end or right end and rush the passer. I do it in Madden. I do it in NCAA. So Nebraska was always the team. This year, not so much. But Notre Dame is more fun to be now.
Yes.
Like they've gotten more dynamic. I mean, they've always got a great tight end. So when you go, what's that play where everyone goes deep and then the tight end kind of cuts across the middle?
Four verts?
Yes.
Yeah.
That the tight end's always going to be an option for you with a Notre Dame team.
You just needed the offensive line to block for like
That's
5
it.
seconds.
That's it. But within the new game, there's like max protect and there's so much you can do. It's great. But yeah, Nebraska was always my secondary team to go to. And then as they started sucking and I kind of got disgruntled with the Brian Kelly era, I started just kind of randomly liking the Florida Gators. I don't really know why. I don't know where it came from, but I just started kind of catching their games, kind of like how people used to become Cub fans because of the Superstation. Mm-hmm. I just kept falling into Florida games. I'm like, all right, I like the Gators. So the Gators will be my secondary team in 25.
I did have a Gator moment in my life post Brady Quinn because having Tim Tebow and Percy Harvin on the same team in that game was
fun.
Game breaker.
That was definitely fun.
But with you, I love running the option. That's why the first team that I picked to play with was Navy. So go midshipman. All right. I can't wait to go play as Air Force and see what their playbook looks like.
Yeah, it's fun. It's been a lot of fun. I still have no power at my house, but I was able to get 3 games in. I was Notre Dame all 3 times because I am loyal, if nothing else. Played USC. Or no, I played LSU at home, played at USC, and then played at Florida State. And they captured the atmosphere of the stadium. Is awesome. I love the fact that when you're on the road and it's getting loud, you drop the back to pass and all the receiver icons are just gone. Mm-hmm. It's cool.
It happened to me, and I had no idea what was happening.
Yeah.
So then I just hit A, and then I threw it, and thankfully it was incomplete. But even with that, too, Mario picked Wisconsin and Camp Randall. I mean, the presentation was fantastic. Yeah. We didn't get to the jump around part in the third or going into the fourth quarter, but I bet it's in there.
I gotta bet it's sick as hell. Iowa Hawkeyes say wave at the kids,
which means in this universe there are sick children with cancer. Which it's like, do we need that?
Well, I mean, you got to make it real.
That's true. We have to make it real.
Chop. But going also hard in Tallahassee.
Boston College has some 9/11 memorial jerseys that are not in the game. So 9/11 didn't happen in the game.
Well, that's nice.
So it's very interesting to see the world that they've created.
Pat Tillman is in there.
Is he?
In statue form.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Pat Tillman statue's there.
Are you gonna? Do you do Road to Glory? Have you ever gotten into that?
Is that where you build a team and start? No,
that's where you. Hi, I'm Jay Zawaski, and I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna be a 3-star player.
I was in NCAA 14. I was a Virginia Tech middle linebacker because I love their colors.
Okay. Did you regret picking defense?
No, it was fun.
Oh, okay.
It was fun. It was fun. Yeah, middle line. And I kind of decked myself out again, dating myself, kind of like Latimer in the program. Like a lot of like the armbands and like neck the eye black. I made myself kind of a badass. Everything I'm not in real life.
Yeah, that's what video games are for.
Right.
You're probably also 6'7". Were you a redhead?
Yeah, I had to be somewhat
true to yourself,
physically accurate in the face anyway. I didn't get myself a big beer belly and a back made of twigs. That's not an option.
I think that's why they have the back plate in there, though.
Maybe, yeah.
To protect
I definitely wore the
twigs.
back plate. Yeah, for sure. But I know I think Friday they're coming out with the create your own team.
Oh, yeah.
So I think that's when the Louis Flyers will finally get their football team.
Okay. Yeah, and I'll play with the St. Xavier Cougars.
Boom. We'll play each other.
Oh, it'll be great.
Sounds fun. All right. That was CHGO Tavern Style. Enjoy the game. Have fun. We love you.
We all silly like the mayor.